Welcome to another episode of It's All Love, the podcast where we try to teach self love. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my summer started off, get myself a hug. You know what I'm saying? That's self love. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the podcast. We got a good show for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got the man, the myth, Mr. TKO off the top media.
Yeah, you already know, man. What's going on with y'all? We got another lit Saturday night show for y'all. It's Timo. Y'all can follow me at off the top underscore media. If y'all ain't know, I've been blocked, from posting for like the last week, so I probably should be able to post soon. But once I'm able to post, I'm gonna keep giving y'all the content updates for the show, and I'm gonna just keep coming at y'all with different stuff. And we got a special guest for y'all tonight. We got Ruby, from a Slut with Morals podcast.
That's
You
me.
know, yeah. If you will please, speak to the audience, let them know, about your podcast, anything that you got coming out, and where they can find you at.
Sure. So my name is Ruby May. I go by Ruby May on my podcast. And my podcast is a complete variety of everything from sex to love to relationship advice to conspiracy theories. I mean, it's mental health as well. Caters to men and men's mental health as well as veterans. Um, I firmly believe that we need to do better in the way that we treat men and the way that, we are, as a society, the way that we view them as well. So I also have another podcast called Down the Rabbit Hole, and that's an entirely different thing. That's just rabbit holes of things that I find interesting or I just can't stop Googling, and then I share all of the useless information with you lovely people. So, and you can follow me on social media. You can just type in a slut with morals, and every and any of my social media platforms will pop up for you. And I am on all listening platforms, so just type that in, except for Amazon. I'm not on Amazon yet, but you just type that in and I pop up.
Yeah, my bad,
Okay,
y'all. I'm your host, Butter, man. I never introduced myself. Man, I'm the host, Butter, man. You following me at Molly B. It's All Love on IG.
no, definitely. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got, let them know that IG, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead so they can follow you, keep getting them updates. Let them, the more followers you get, the more, they know to come and watch the show.
Hmm.
But but, we're glad to have you on tonight, Ruby.
Thank you.
We
Thank-
always, basically like to get, in tune with our guests. So, I'm gonna, keep it going. We missing one tonight, our boy Nova Noah. You know what I'm
Noble
saying? Hopefully,
Noah.
yeah, hopefully you'll be able to tune on with us. If not, y'all will see him next week. But, can you please, help the audience know like about your podcast journey? Let them know basically what came about you starting your podcast. How did you even come up with the name of Slut with Morals? And and let them know your zodiac sign, and just let people know about you
So I am a
as a person.
Virgo. I am very, very, very laid back. Um, I don't
Okay.
know. I don't. Uh, am I a typical Virgo? Probably, because sometimes I am pretty anal retentive, and I do make a lot of lists, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, I do that, but at the same time, it's like, how many people in August are actually the same? My brother is a Leo, and he and I are pretty much the same person, just different sexes, and a slut with morals. So actually, I've told this tale time and time again. When I kicked my ex-husband out, he when he came back into the house, he didn't say goodbye to the kids. What he did was grab his TV, look at me in the face, and say, I hope you have fun being a secondhand slut. And I was like, you know what? No idea what the fuck that means, but I'm going to do my best to figure it out. And yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun, but along the way, I ended up learning that I actually have there's certain things that I won't do. Like, I won't sleep with a married man. I won't be with someone that's in a relationship. Like, I can't, there are certain barriers that I can't cross. And it's just not like because I think it's wrong. It's because like I would never want to hurt someone the way that I've been hurt before. So that keeps me from burning bridges. That keeps me from essentially getting in trouble with someone else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that I would ever want to go somewhere and be hated. I would want to be able to leave somewhere, and instead of shit being talked about me behind my back, it's, oh yeah, she's a cool person, or yeah, I remember her, or nothing but good things to say.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up.
What you, James?
James, what's going on? Nah, that's what's up. So I mean, that basically was how you basically came up with the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep around, but I'm gonna have those boundaries that I don't cross.
Nah, I definitely feel that because we were just talking about karma on one of our shows, and like I said that before about how you see how a lot of people out here in relationships and married and single, how they really carry their relationships just from the outside looking in. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
you like, damn, they doing this. You feel like you don't want to just continue indulging in these things because you do want to eventually find some, but you don't want that same thing to happen to you. So you don't want to give out what you don't want to receive yourself.
Oh yeah, I just saw a meme before hopping on because I had to get on Instagram in order to hop into this to click
Hmm.
the link. But I had just seen a meme that said, "I'm single because I'd rather be the one you cheat with than the one you cheat on." And I think that
That's
monogamy these
crazy.
days, I mean, it's so funny. I saw a meme the other day too that said monogamy in this economy, and that made me laugh out loud because it's true. Like, you know, prices are fucking expensive. I mean, everything is fucking expensive these days, but at the same time, it's like I think that people are more open to polygamy or polyamorous relationships when everything else in their marriage has failed, and they keep cheating on each other, and finally the last resort is an open relationship. But why do you have to keep on hurting each other before you get to that last resort?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we can use that to go basically into our first topic because I asked you earlier about where can I go to listen to your podcast. I basically came across one episode. You was basically it was I think talking about can cheating fix your relationship. It was something of that nature.
Yeah, can it make
And
it
I
or break
and
the relationship?
yeah, and I basically always be talking about the different dynamics of cheating. And I was basically hearing you say that. I guess you was telling us about a relationship. I mean, maybe that you known or it was it your relationship
Yeah, I gave
where I
three
guess after they
different.
cheated.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Yeah,
gave
no,
three
you
different
go ahead.
examples.
Let's down on that.
Yeah. And the
Oh, yeah,
first
no.
example was a friend of mine who, she had cheated on her husband, and when her husband found out, like her husband was always gone, always working, and he was an alcoholic, so he was always drunk and always high and just like neglecting her, not just her but their children. And so when he found out she cheated, instead of like getting mad and whatever, he like looked within himself and was like, I fucked up. Like I literally allowed this to happen because of the way that I've been acting. Like, no, should she have cheated? Probably not, but that actually like helped fix their relationship. And I mean, like, I think it's been like 10 years, but 10 years later, they're happily married. Like they own two tattoo shops, she is a nurse, and I mean, they're happily ever after. Now, this other one, my other friend, she got cheated on, and I mean, it broke their relationship so badly that I mean, they, no longer together, and she will never, ever, ever allow herself to be in a relationship ever again. Like, it's been, I think, 7 years, and she has not been in a relationship since then. It doesn't just, cheating, once again, will either make or break your relationship, but it will also either break your psyche or make you stronger. And her psyche was totally broken towards the idea of love and monogamy and all of these things, And she even said it herself, I'd rather be a mistress than, be able to um be able to allow myself to get hurt again.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I mean, when I say that's crazy, I mean the fact that people. That's what I always be trying to get. I think people always just really just think about the fact that cheating is wrong instead of really just trying to understand why the cheating happens. And like the first example that you gave, when you said that it basically kind of helped the marriage, it was like he actually really took the time to understand where the hell what he was doing that basically led her to go cheating. Now, what does that say that she was right for cheating? No, but it's always just really just trying to understand the variable. But everybody just hates the fact that it's cheating, and then just think about the fact that cheating is wrong, and then they basically just don't really give a fuck or whether you want to understand why it happened. I don't know what you think about it.
Nah, cheating. I say cheating is cheating. Yeah, nah, I say cheating is cheating. That's me, man. So loud.
You said what?
Yeah, nah, I say cheating is cheating. But like we learned on the show.
It's like an echo.
Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from. Hold on.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's so many different dynamics into
My bad.
if you and your partner go into a monogamous relationship and you're just like, okay, it's just me and you, and you define what it is for each of you, you have that talk. Because, a lot of the times, even when you're dating, if you just say, okay, well, let's be exclusive, and that just means that, well, what does exclusivity means? Are you just dating each other, or are you not having sex with other people?
I mean, yeah, that's all what y'all come.
Exactly.
Whatever y'all come up to.
Exactly. So you have to come to terms with, you have to have that adult conversation and that adult, reaction to, okay, well, this is what my partner expects from me, but what do I expect from my own partner? Do I expect them being faithful, or is sex just sex? And, because I firmly believe that sex can just be sex, there can be no strings attached, but when you bring in emotions into that, when you begin to emotionally cheat, that's totally and completely different, because you are now allowing this person to not just know you because anybody can take their clothes off. Anybody can just take their clothes off and just have sex. And a lot of the times when you have sex, you sometimes don't even take your clothes off. There's something still on you. But when you let someone know your thoughts, your opinions, and the way that you feel, when you're emotionally attached to this person, that's when it gets complicated. That's when it starts to really fuck up the entire foundation of a relationship. Because now you are building a relationship, you are building a foundation with someone else.
Yeah, but now only reason why I said cheating is cheating, but I mean, that was my old thing. But as we've been doing the show, I done come to learn that some people do get help. I mean, it do help some relationships in cheating. Like Timo always say, cheating. Sometimes people cheat to stay. I didn't understand it at first, but now as we've been going along with the show, sometimes it will make a person stronger and love somebody stronger, knowing that they messed up. You feel what I'm saying? Or vice versa for the man or woman. So with me, I still don't believe in it, but I will understand now.
Yeah. I mean, it also just depends on how you feel towards it, as well. And like I said, you have to have that grown-up conversation with your partner and just be like, this is what I expect from you. And what do you expect from me? Are there boundaries that you have that I need to respect and not cross? Are there, because if you're trying to build that foundation of, or if you're trying to see a future together, you really do have to have that awkward, super fucking awkward conversation. Like it's never just going to be like, oh my God, I like you, let's be together. No, it's like, what do you expect from me? Let me know. Because I always say, go into everything with no expectations from a person. But now when you do start having expectations, learn to be able to know if you're going to be able to meet those expectations. Because if you're not able to meet expectations that somebody has from you, let them the fuck go. Let them go.
Yeah, that's all just about really just taking time. Like I always say, understanding who you're dealing with, understanding who you're talking to. I mean, that a lot of that shit takes time, but people be just so impatient. They want that shit to just happen, off the break. And and that
Oh,
sometimes it takes some time to see that type of shit right there. But
110%.
but I wanted to when you said that you feel like sex can just be sex. How long do you feel like you can do that?
Mm, depending on the person. I mean, are we strangers or are we getting to know each other?
I mean, regardless if y'all strangers, I mean y'all having sex, for about a year straight, y'all probably got to know some things about each other throughout that time.
Probably. I mean, that's why I think that like, certain things just aren't gonna work. Like if you're I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a friends with benefits that lasted longer than like 6 months.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
Like, what I'm saying? Like, people say, oh, they could just keep sex. It's just sex, yeah, for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, after a while, somebody's going to probably be wanting to know what the hell is going on. Because, I mean, it just, what the hell is up?
Yeah.
No, that's facts. Hey, Lonesome Lenny say, I have never been in love, still looking.
How old are you, Lenny?
Yeah, yeah,
If I can ask.
you took the question right out of my mouth. I was just about to ask that. I was about to say, how old are you? And are you saying that you never been in no relationship, or you ain't been in love, or found, or loved anybody in that way?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Everybody got love for people, but just because you got love for them don't mean you in love with them.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
Because you're supposed to love all people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hate when people say, oh, yeah, I love him. I love him. Like, you're supposed to love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But are you in love with them, the person that you want to be with? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hey,
Yeah,
he said 72, laughing out loud.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I know you ain't no 72.
Subtract 40
Nah,
years from that.
yeah, take 40 years from a team of 32.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that 32 is still, you know, pretty okay to never have fallen in love. I mean, why rush it? Like you said, everyone's impatient these days. But why
hmm
rush it? Why if you're dating to marry, you are already like planning this future with someone that probably doesn't even want to marry you. But if you're dating to see how it goes and see, if you like this person and if perchance that leads into happiness, if it leads into happiness, then that's what you should be looking for is happiness. You should be looking for your best friend. You should be looking for I'm 72 and lived a full life. Sorry, I just read that. But that's what you should be looking for. You should be looking for all of the good things. Are they financially stable? Are they wanting the same things that you want? But everyone is so quick to rush into everything that they don't take the time to really get to know somebody. And that's a whole thing. I mean, you could live with someone and not ever really get to know them. You never know who they are behind closed doors when you're not home, you know?
yeah. I mean, nah, that's definitely facts. Nah, I mean, I really feel like they do that mostly towards that because a lot of y'all women, y'all have I guess, the biological clock. So I mean, now it's like okay, once you get 30, it's like okay, man, I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, we so if we doing this, are we doing this, or what are we doing? Because if not, then they moving on to the next, and then trying to just see where it goes from there. And then they like, okay, are we doing this? We doing this because now they thinking about having kids by a certain age, maybe being married. So I mean, and then you end up doing this. Now you rushing. You probably paying attention to all the wrong signs. Shit that you don't really need to be paying attention to. You looking at the shit that you probably want, but not the other things that you need.
So yeah,
And
ignoring
now,
all the red flags.
yeah, ignoring all the red flags. Now you trying to be locked in with somebody that you don't even need to be with for real. And then that goes back to, now you with somebody you can't communicate with. They don't even try and understand you. They don't motherfucking wanna, basically y'all can't talk nothing about nothing efficiently without it being a problem. And now, what I'm saying? Now when this is when the motherfucking cheating comes. Or this is when, you dealing with somebody and they not affectionate. You're dealing with somebody and You know what I'm saying? They don't even look your way. You feel like, damn, does this dude even really see how nice I look? But you got your work boyfriends, you showing up to work like, damn, your hair look nice. You know what I'm saying? Your hair been done for about like since Friday. You back at work Monday, your dude ain't say shit about how you got your hair done. You know, I mean, so
Oh yeah, no, I always say that the little things accumulate into big things. It's always the little things that turn into the at the end of the day, it's gonna be the thing that annoys you the most. How a person chews, if they snore in their sleep, if they clip their toenails on the bed, the little things that you find annoying and aggravating, that's the thing that's gonna, be aggravating you the most towards the end of the relationship, and then it's
you
funny, like I
feel
think
your
men
mic a
that
little
snore
low.
are so cute. I'm always like, yeah, snore for me, my little diesel generator. Like I think that the imperfections that someone has is what makes them really cute. And so when I find
No
something
matter how
annoying
loud
about
they
a
snore.
person, yeah, that's fine, whatever.
You said
Timo,
you
you
said
talking
you
about me,
said
Timo? I'm like a polo. I'm a little dude, but I snore
no.
loud.
That's why she said a peaceful generator. She said a peaceful generator, and I'm like,
A
shit, that nigga
diesel,
motherfucker
a
ain't getting it
diesel
in.
generator.
Oh, okay. I was about to
Snore
say
for
you
me,
said
my
peaceful.
diesel generator. Yeah, I'm like I
Hey,
said, like
but
it's always the little
hey, do
things that.
y'all think some people ignore the red flags to get what they want?
I mean, yeah. I mean, or if you don't, if it depends on like really what is it that you want because because dudes will see the red flags and still try and pursue. And as far as whether even if we don't want to be with them, we'll still okay, man. I see. Now that just cuts it off with us really trying to be with her at that point. You know what I'm saying? But now we still would probably try and fuck.
Yeah, and
You
I think
know,
that's where the
so
problem at.
yeah,
Ignoring the red flags just to get the poom poom, or ignoring the red flags just to get the D. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's where we mess up, and then make another person get emotional or get in their feelings when we really knew we weren't even supposed to be there.
yeah, yeah. Would you? What about you? About you, Ruby? Would you have say you ever ignore red flags just because
Oh
that
God,
you
yeah.
wanted to see what
I
that
definitely
D
have
look
ignored
like?
red
What that D
flags.
what just to see
Definitely for the
just to
D.
see what
I
that
mean,
D
it,
was
it
hitting
went to the
on?
point where I ignored the red flags, and then I was like, no, those are hella red flags, and then I still used him for sex because he kickstarted my period. So I was like, yep, this one will do. And then I would only talk to him once a month when I needed him to kickstart my period. That's it.
Daybreak say, yes, some do ignore, hoping they can change them.
They're not a diaper. Why are you trying to change someone?
Right. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
They're an adult. If they want to change, they'll change themselves.
Facts.
But they're not a
Yeah,
diaper. You can't change someone. You're not Bob the Builder. You're not here to fix it.
yeah, that's just all on holding yourself accountable.
Mhm.
And then are they holding themselves accountable? Are they basic? You know what I'm saying? Because if they holding themselves accountable versus always making an excuse, then maybe you could see them progressing and changing. But people be talking about they hoping that they change, and the motherfucker ain't even really shown basically no signs of even changing or even show them that they would change. But do you want them to change? I mean, like, do you really want to give with somebody and then trying to just to get them to change up everything about themselves just to fit you?
I've actually had this conversation just a couple of weeks ago, where a friend of mine was telling me that his best friend was like, he'll he's like a fucking ladies man, and he will literally tell women, I ain't shit, and they still like want to do him and like want to be with him and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, because women love someone that they're trying to fix him. Like it's dumb, but I mean, he tells them straight up, I ain't shit. And I'm just like, yeah. And women are like, but I want to change you. I can fix you. But it's like, why?
I think
Why?
some women prey on toxic men.
Okay, what's that post I posted? Because they don't want to have to change shit about themselves. So
Mm-hmm.
when she said the toxic men, she was like, "I'm aggressive." Remember when I made that post? I'm aggressive, and if you can't handle my aggression, then something's wrong. So that's why that was a reason for saying she wanted a toxic guy over a good guy. And it's really like, okay, so you just, so you say you can't just handle that aggression. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit there and basically handle how you handle situations. You just basically just feel like a guy should just handle that.
Okay, but let's be honest here. When someone says it's straight up and it's just like, I'm toxic, I'm aggressive, it's like, and I love this. Oh, men can't handle me because I'm super independent and I'm aggressive and blah, blah. Well, it's like, well, let's think back to that. It's not that a man or your partner can't handle you. It's not they don't want to. They don't want to come home. Nobody wants to
Right.
come home after a long ass fucking day of work where you're fucking exhausted. Your fucking bosses, or maybe you're the boss, and they're pounding, breathing down your neck, and all fucking day you're having to talk to clients or you're having to do whatever it is. And then even on the way home, there's traffic, right? And maybe some asshole hit you, or maybe you almost got hit, or you almost hit someone because of whatever. The last thing you want to do is come home to A, a dirty house, and B, someone fucking breathing down your neck, and you never have a moment of peace. Not even when you're in your car. You're still just like having to be aware of your surroundings, and the last thing you want to come home to is another battlefield. So no, people don't want to have to handle your aggression. What they want to do is come home and be like, hey babe, I'm home, and you guys can have dinner or cook dinner together and talk about your day, without getting into a fight, and then you guys can cuddle or watch TV, or one of you is playing a game and the other one's reading, or what have you. Like, the last thing you want to do is come home to another war zone. So no, it's not that people can't handle your aggression, it's that they don't want to.
That's facts.
Thank you.
I don't want my woman all aggressive, more aggressive than me. That's unattractive. I don't care how good you look. You know what I'm saying, T-Boy?
Right.
That's unattractive. Like, why the hell you acting like
No
a pit bull?
bullshit.
Yeah, you acting like a
No
pit
bull.
bull.
Like,
Get
God
your ass out
dang,
of
you
here.
know what I'm saying? What the hell? Why are
Whoa,
you
come
doing
on,
all
not a
this,
pit
y'all?
bull. I know a
No.
very lovely pit bull that is the sweetest thing ever.
I want to say I'm just using it as a term of as a dog. You
A
know what I'm saying? Like, I
chihuahua.
don't.
They're a
Yeah,
chihuahua.
Chihuahua. There you go, a
Yeah,
Chihuahua. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Always barking.
Yeah, the Chihuahua. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
the
Chihuahua is the
Chihuahua.
smallest dog, but they bark the most.
They,
T-Boy.
I'm about to say, yeah, they extra aggressive. It's like, man, you know, man, I could just kick the shit out you.
I
You
know,
know what I'm saying?
what's wrong with you? Why are you shaking? You just pissed yourself. Go away. Yeah, I don't like chihuahuas.
Does what make woman? What does that make? What woman? What is it? He said, does that make a woman a slut? What do you mean?
Does what make a woman a
I'm
slut?
say I don't think so. We talking about being aggressive. I
No,
guess that's what he's saying.
like, am I aggressive? I call myself an aggressive cuddler, but I'm an aggressive, and I know what I want. Like, I do know what I want, and half the time it's like, I just want to suck your dick for every day of the rest of my life. Like, that is like, like, let me love you, but doesn't work for me, but it's fine. One day it will. Our closest relatives are bonobos. They fuck whenever they feel like it. I don't know what a bonobo is. It's a bonobo.
I don't know what that is neither.
Me either. They're ankle biters.
They talking about the Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're ankle biters. Oh, yeah, man. By the time I kick that motherfucker, he can be across the
But
I
yeah.
don't know. Hey, maybe some men can handle, you know what I'm saying, aggressive women, but I'd rather not have no aggressive woman.
What you mean by you? What did you mean? What you mean by you aggressive cuddler? Though?
I will manhandle the fuck out of someone, and like, I like being the big spoon. I don't. Being the little spoon is fine because I
Hold
get
on. So you
buttons.
hold on. So you ain't the one that's behind them holding them.
Hell yeah, I'm the little
You know what I'm
backpack.
saying? You holding
I'm
Oh,
your
the
hell
man.
jetpack,
no.
baby.
Hell no.
You spooning your
No.
man.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's basically what she said, T-Boy. Yeah. Come on.
I'm the big spoon.
What?
I love that shit.
Huh?
Let me tell you something. There is nothing better than knowing that when your man gets home, or whatever, you can be the big spoon, and literally all of his troubles almost feel like he finds that peace in being wrapped up in love. That's what it is. He finds that peace in being wrapped up in love, and getting head scratches, and getting chest hair, played with, and just feeling like, even though the world around him is fucking crumbling. His woman's got his back. She's got him.
Oh, he say, bonobos are not ankle biters. They are members of the great ape family, dwarf chimpanzees. They use sex as recreation, unlike most animals.
Well,
Most
I don't think we
animal
talked.
species.
I like to know. Oh, okay.
Hey, thanks, Daybreak.
Appreciate that. Nah, what they call it? So I mean, what they got? I guess go ahead and switch it up to the next topic, butter. The showing affection. You know, 'cause I know you what they call it? I know that I heard on your podcast too, and it was funny. You really love affection, so affection is a big thing for you. Is that basically you was like that basically he can't really show too much affection. So if you come across a guy and that's something and that he doesn't really do, is that really you think you could show him how to show you affection to you, or is that a deal breaker?
No, but Noah.
Noah, what it do,
No,
my
Noah, what's
guy?
up, sir? What's up, sir?
Yeah.
If he honestly, if like physical touch is one of my love languages, if he can't touch me or even like it's also the little things, like it's not always holding hands. It's his hand on your knee when you're driving or his hand on your thigh when you're driving. It is holding hands. It's kisses sometimes, even if it's in public. I mean, I'm not gonna have a full fucking makeout session in front of children and stuff. I'm not gonna have you like touch my tits in front of kids, but at the same time, it's like the hand on the small of her back. It's just signs of affection that they appreciate you. It's cuddling. It's anything and everything. It's holding her her elbow when she's walking or something. It's if he honestly doesn't even have enough respect to show me a little bit of affection, I'm not going to feel wanted. I'm not going to feel desired. I'm not going to feel appreciated. I'm not going to feel loved. It is very important to me to be touched and want to be touched, because that just shows me that you do want me. You do love me. Like, you do want me around. You do appreciate me and appreciate what I do for you, because I'm the same way. Like, I'm always touching my partner. My grandparents, they were married for over 60 years, and you never ever, when they were around each other, it was touching each other's faces, holding hands. It was, even if it was just their pinkies touching, that to me, that was a huge symbol of love in my, growing up. Like, that's what I saw. And if you can't even touch your pinky to mine because you feel uncomfortable, I don't want it. Like, I respect it, but that's not for me. You can find someone that doesn't want to be touched.
Yeah. If
the only time that you touch me when you want sex, go fuck yourself. You can go have sex with yourself.
I understand that, though. I definitely understand that. Don't touch me when you just want that pong pong.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same way as like, don't, when you only talk to your partner when you want sex, like, that's gonna make you feel like trash. Yeah.
I mean, like, what's it called? I feel like that I am a very, affectionate, compassionate guy. So I love the shit if, holding my woman, what I'm saying, letting her rub, rest her head on the shoulder and, just touching her and, doing shit like that. So when you have coming across a woman that say that she don't like to be touched, because we've had women that came on the show that said it, and I've actually came across women personally who like, oh, they don't really like to be touched, or what I'm saying, even though when a lot of women say it, it's like you're saying it, but you do want to be touched for real.
Exactly.
But it's I can't really, but that's what I was really that like, so you said it is. I mean, so you feel the same way too, then, butter. What do they call it? I mean, because everybody likes they person to show them affection in whichever way they like to show them affection.
That's fact.
So if you don't have an affectionate person to how you like it, you don't feel like that you can be there.
Exactly. I mean, if that's how you're gonna be single. If you don't want to be touched, if you don't want to touch someone, or you only want to talk to them or touch them when you want sex, get on Tinder. Be
Yeah,
single.
you can definitely, y'all definitely can get it on there.
Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. But no, that's definitely facts. You know, if you don't want to be touching nothing like that, you go find a hooker or something. You just bang, 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 and it's over with. You know what I'm saying? But if you're looking to keep somebody, of course, I mean, everybody want to be have some type of affection or somebody using the affection on them.
Exactly. I mean, we're human. You know, human beings, A, they're not meant to be alone. And B,
Hmm.
they're not meant to not have conversation, and they're not meant to not have human touch. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we become stimulated. That's how we keep from fucking dying, you know?
Yeah, we mean as far as like the human interaction, you know, because I do agree with you when you say that we not meant to be alone. So which is why when I always hear a lot of people, oh, just talk about they cool with being by themselves. I mean, it's cool, you know. I do feel like you got to be happy by yourself before you can be happy with somebody else. But you were, we weren't really originally, we weren't really meant to be alone.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wanna talk about this really fast. I went through a phase when I didn't want to be touched because I was tired of being treated like I was cheap and easy. Exactly. So you were only touched when someone wanted to touch you, right? It wasn't because it was all the time. It wasn't because it came out of love in their hearts, right? I just have to ask that question because if someone's only touching you when they want something from you, or they're only talking to you when they want something from you, that right there is called manipulation. That's coercion. Still kind of
So,
confused about the content. Blame the beer about women that are self-declared sluts but still have morals. That's not even what the conversation is about.
Yeah, I ain't get that one either.
Yeah, that's not even part of the conversation. We are social
okay,
animals. We are. We absolutely are social animals. You know, humans need human interaction. Humans need physical touch. Humans need to talk to other people. Humans are, you know, that's how we stimulate our, our brain is seeing
hmm
new things and, you know, meeting new people and learning new names and eating new foods because that's stimulating our taste buds, which is stimulating our brain. So we're not meant to be alone. We are not meant to be, you know, in our rooms and reclusive, and and I think that COVID actually fucked us all up a little bit because now we're all fucking mean to each other. Don't talk to me, don't touch me, you're like.
I mean, more people really just taking the precautions, you know, to a certain extent than others. Because even with the COVID, you know, that it's different. Because even I just, you know, I went over a family member's house today, but I don't really see this family member, you know, on a regular. So of course, you know, they don't really see me that much. So when I come in there, they really acting like they don't want to really be near me for real. They got their mask on, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, like like what's it called? I'm probably doing really nothing too much different than what your own kid is doing, going to work and really staying out the way, and still taking the precautions my damn self. But you don't really be around me, so you don't really see that. So you know what I'm saying. So you really just taking the precautions. So it's just got like the COVID really just made it on a whole nother level for real.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan Peterson said I subtracted the topic from the title. Sorry, and that's why
Ryan,
I
I
got
didn't
that
mean to
question.
snap at you. I am so sorry. I just mean like that was I talked about how a slut with morals came about, and it was, I do my dirt. I sleep with whoever I want to, but at the same time, there are boundaries that I won't cross, such as married men or people in relationships. And at the same time, my morals come from I don't ever want to hurt someone the same way I've ever been hurt. And I feel that, like like they said, it's not just karma, but it's also I put myself in like when it's happened to me before and how little and how terrible I felt when I found out or in the moment of doing it. And I would never want someone else to feel that way because of me. Like I would never, ever, ever want to hurt someone in any way that I've ever been hurt before, you know?
So, but let me ask this though: have you ever? Would you say? Do you feel like you unintentionally, because you can unintentionally hurt someone's feelings doing. Wait, so how long? I know you said you was married at once, and you were divorced. So how long ago has that been?
So we were together a total of 12 years. We got together when I was 14 and divorced when I was 26. So yeah, we were together for a long time.
Okay, and what's he call
So
it?
you said from 14, so y'all was together since puppy love.
Oh yeah, I mean he was like I tell everyone, you know, like I lost my virginity to my husband. He was my first everything, you know, and my husband was also my first heartache. You know, he was my first heartbreak. I mean,
I know that was the toughest one. That was tough
Yeah.
too.
well,
That
I think
the high school sweetheart love
I
definitely
mean
be one of the toughest ones to deal with.
it's also, you know, and then it also hurts when it's like the same person that is the same person that keeps breaking your heart, you know, like that's the thing that people don't talk about is that, you know, when you have expectations for someone and then they keep breaking those or they don't meet them and you have to put a stop to it, you know, like you have to say like I can't allow myself to be hurt anymore. I can't allow my children to see mommy unhappy. Like my kids, you know, your kids deserve a happy parent. They don't deserve someone that's miserable, you know, because what's going to happen? Like you're going to end up bitter, and your kids are going to end up either hating you or they're going to end up bitter as well. You know, they're going to hate all the same things you hate. And, you know, it's one of those, like, you have to make a decision whether or not, like, you're prepared to be miserable for the rest of your life. And I was only like 24, 25, you know, at the time. And I'm like, I'm too young to feel this way. I'm too young to be this miserable. I'm too young to be bitter already, you know? Like, I don't mind being bitter when I'm in my 60s. You're supposed to be, you know? Everyone's fucking annoying. But how is it that I was 25 years old and I hated my life?
Yeah, that's crazy. There's no way in the world you're supposed to be that young, and yeah, no way you're supposed to feel that uncomfortable.
Or you just hated, the situation you was in.
Hey, Daybreak
Compatibility
say
means more.
compatibility means more to me than past time spent.
Yep. I always say that too. I don't have an age preference. I don't have a race preference. I have a compatibility preference, which means that we like the same things. We like we like the same music. We can hang out together. We can vibe. We can do everything together, and it doesn't feel like we're annoying each other. Like it doesn't feel like I'm or you're annoying me, or like I just want to be alone. I need my space. You know, like I don't. I think that when you find someone that's compatible with you, and whenever they say opposites attract, like I get that, but at the same time, there's still compatibility there. You know, you guys still like the same things. You guys still like the same people. You guys still like the same movies. You know?
Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
Lonesome Lenny say we evolve emotionally. We are not the same people we were in our early 20s that
Mm-hmm.
we are in our 40s and older.
Oh yeah, and I think that
I
that was
agree.
a major break in my relationship with my ex-husband was that, you know, he still wanted me to be this 14-year-old girl when he first met me, you know, that didn't have a care in the world, that didn't have responsibilities, that didn't have a job, you know, that was super bright and full of all of these potential, you know, future endeavors. And then it was like we were married and we had kids and we had bills and, you know, car notes and all of this stuff. And it's like, how can
and
you
you said
expect me to be a 14-year-old girl when I'm fucking breastfeeding, you know? Like this is completely different to, you know, like I have a big girl job now. I'm in college. Like I have all of these things I have to do. And you still want me
you
to be
said
a
it was an age
14-year-old girl?
difference too, right?
Yeah. So it's like
Oh,
it's
hey,
like 10 years down the road.
yeah, I'm about to say, well, what was the age difference?
4 years.
Oh, okay, okay.
4 years.
So yeah.
Oh, I'm confused. That was what something else I heard you talking about.
Yeah, no, that ain't
No,
really a big age difference right there. That ain't a big gap.
no.
No, it ain't bad at all. You know. Well, I mean, I feel like anyway, once we get to a certain age, the age don't really be meaning nothing anyway.
Age doesn't matter after a certain age. It's whether you're compatible or not. Because like I remember dating a man when he was, I think I was 26 and he was 43. And every time I try to show him something, he would be like, nah, I don't like that. And so I'm just like, oh, okay. And you know, like you move on. And then it just kind of felt like he was super stuck in his ways. and didn't even want like anything new in his life. So what am I here for? You know, sex?
That sounded like old school versus new school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the thing too, like, I mean, we had the same taste in music, but he never wanted to listen to new bands. He never wanted to like go to concerts or anything. He just wanted to literally just stay in bed, or you know, if he went anywhere, it would be to a bar. But I'm like, I don't want to just go to a bar. Let's go, you know, out. Let's go sightseeing. Let's go do something. And he was just like, no. And I'm just like, yeah, I can't do that. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it sound like he was more interested in sex with
Yeah,
the young
pretty
girl
much.
than he
I was
was
about
with
to
taking
say,
the young
you know,
girl out.
yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
and
saying?
dude was like, I mean, like 6, 7 times a day. It was like crazy.
Oh yeah, he was trying
Okay,
to get his youth back.
I was about to say, damn. I was about to say, hey, at least he still had it, because
Fountain of youth over here, yeah.
I was
But
about to say at least he still had it, because I know a lot of men. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say a lot, but I mean, I was about to say some men that I know in their 40s, you know, they be seeming like they at that point, they to the point where shit, if I get it once a month, I'm good.
quality over quantity. I say that all the time.
Hey, that's definitely facts. Because when it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
T-Mo? I don't matter you get it every day or whenever you get it. When it's good, it's good.
Absolutely. Like, what do you prefer? Would you prefer mediocre sex every day, or would you want that like mind blowing orgasm that makes you see stars twice a week?
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm cool for that
I
second
mean,
one. I'm
yeah,
going for that
yeah,
second one. I'm
yeah. I'm
going for
going
that
for,
second one.
yeah,
I
but I feel
want that
like,
amazing. Every time we do it, I want that amazing. I want
Yep.
that amazing. Hey,
I,
Daybreak say
I
she want
mean,
that 6 times a day.
but no, but hey, but see, that's why I posted a similar question about that. It wasn't mediocre sex. It was like, would you rather a quickie every day? Would you rather a quickie every day? I think good sex, you know, like 4 times a week, or that bomb ass good ass session once a week.
Give me the bomb ass session once a week. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Like, if I don't get to see you all, and that's the thing too, is that like a mature relationship, you know, both of you are adults. You guys have jobs. You guys have kids probably, or you know, one of you probably works on the road, you know, and then when you come home, it's like straight upstairs, clothes off, and it's like bam, right? Like the whole you just realize how the Big Bang fucking happened. Like, you know, you fucking saw the future probably. Like that's the shit I want. I don't want like, it was all right. Thanks for my orgasm. High five. You know. I mean, I still
Yeah,
do that. Like after my orgasm, I always give him a high five, and I'm like, thanks.
yeah. And then I think though, like if you're having sex that much, eventually you're gonna get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? You're having sex 4 or 5 times a day. How many days can you keep that up,
No,
Timo?
not four. I mean, I ain't say 4 or 5 times a day. I said four. I mean, because I always say that. I mean, I always say that. You know, I mean, I feel like that this is. I always say this is something that you should talk about also. I mean, like when you know, because talking when you come in with somebody, then you know, because if you dealing with somebody who's probably cool with just having, you know, sex once a week, and you want it 4 or 5 times a week, then you know, that might be some issues down the line. But I mean, like, what do you call it? I mean, I feel like it's realistic for two people who's working full-time jobs. If y'all living together, to probably at least have 3, 4 days out the week.
Yeah,
I think I
sex
agree.
3 times a week is good.
Hey, Daybreak don't agree with you though, Timo. She say 4 times a week is not enough.
That's cap.
Not enough.
That's cap. That's cap. That's
Hey,
hella
but
cap.
yeah. Hey, when it's good, it's good though. You ain't gonna need it all them times. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Because it's gonna make you think about the next time. You're like, whoa, I
It's
wonder
it's
what
like
he got in
mental, it's
store this time.
psychological
Oh, I wonder what
foreplay.
she got in store this next time. You feel me?
It's psychological foreplay. You know what I mean? Like you're like still remembering the last time. It's like fresh, and then it's almost like a drug. You know, you're withdrawing, and you're just like, oh shit,
Hold
like I
on,
need it again. You know, and then you
y'all.
keep
Hold on.
remembering that last time, and you're just like, fuck. You know what? I'm gonna need it again. And then there you go.
That's why. Hey, y'all. I'm hearing I'm seeing the ones in the comments talking about 4 or 5 times a week. They basically saying that's enough. They
I
basically
would have
saying
to
that ain't
call my
enough.
Undertaker. I'm dead.
Like
Yeah,
what
no,
more do?
that was a hell of a comment. We'll say Timo.
No, they talking about. They basically saying it like it ain't enough. I mean, I'm thinking that's. I'm just like I'm thinking about both the fact that both y'all work full-time jobs. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, or even if the man's working full time and paying the bills, and this woman ain't working, whatever the case may be. I mean, like, you gotta understand people. Everybody don't be having time to be doing all that. 7 days a week. 2-3 times a day.
Now this right here, Timo, Ryan Peterson say, when I was a Buddhist, I didn't have sex for 16 years. So 4 times a week sounds quite satisfying. And hell yeah, it sounds satisfying. You backed up for 16 years. Did you at least beat off? I mean,
I
I
can't
don't know if
even
it's a man or
imagine.
woman. I don't know. Yeah, 16 years.
Oh,
I would have been so frustrated and angry.
Man, yes.
I would punch
So-
everyone. Just like, don't fucking talk to me.
so when you finally when you got out of your situation, did you wait a while before you end up having sex?
Like a week. I literally downloaded Tinder the next day.
Say what again? You said within a week you was back.
Yeah, I waited like a week. Like once my husband was out of the house, I was like, yeah, like fuck this. And then I downloaded Tinder the next day, and then I had a date probably a week later. And I mean, we like went to the bar, and then it was like right there in the parking lot in his car. I did not.
Y'all was lit.
I
Yeah,
was
y'all-
I was like, yep, thank you so much. And then, like I said, I gave him a high five, and I was like, see you later. Never talked to him again.
Damn, wasn't that good or something?
Oh no, it was amazing for me.
No,
And then
I mean,
I was
I don't know, because I mean, like, if y'all be talking about, some people be giving you them amazing ass sex sessions, but then you like, okay, I'm done
have
with
you
you
ever
forever.
met like okay, but you know that like divorced women and their sex drive, like how it like shoots up, like right after their divorce, they're just like, like fucking tigers, like female lions, like they have to mate when they're in heat, they mate like 50 times a day. And then if their lion or whatever, the one that's, part of the circle, if he's not like performing, they will literally bite his balls until he will go. Did y'all know that?
So,
That's
No, I
no,
definitely
divorced
didn't know
woman.
that.
you said what it? You said he would. Hold on, yeah. Repeat what you just said.
I said that when a lioness is in heat, she has to mate like 50 times a day. And if the lion doesn't want to, she will literally bite his balls until he'll go again. Like that was literally me. Like right after my divorce, I was like attacking everything and anything. Like I had like X-ray vision and like laser vision, whatever I wanted. Like that's what I got. And
So
then,
was it the fact, because I mean, you was somewhat in a situation like I was, but I mean, it wasn't really. I wasn't with somebody, from like 14, because you said you was with somebody from 14 to like 26. Was it the fact that you being single, for the first time, in years, and you got into a relationship at young, so you was basically, experiencing stuff that you missed out on.
I was trying all sizes on, big, small, uncut, cut, color, it didn't matter. I was just like, you're hot, let's go for it.
Hold on, Tom. When you say uncut, cut, you talking about uncircumcised, circumcised?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I
All
was
right.
happy.
Okay. No, my bad. I just painted a picture when you said it. I just wanted to make sure it was the right picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay.
It's okay. I was just like, yep, let's go for it. Thank you.
Hey, I mean, it'd be that way though sometimes, and what's it called? After all that went, did you ever get to a point, or you ever get to that point where it was like, okay, this ain't it, or you
Yeah, about maybe about a year ago, I was like, you know what? It's time to calm down a little. Like then that's when I had like my roster, and then it was just like the same 4 or 5 guys that I would call, and then yeah, like after a while, it was like, okay, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done trying to have to, like set up shop or whatever, get a hotel room because I have kids and I don't allow men around my daughters. So yeah, it was just kind of like after a time, it was like, yeah, this ain't for me. Like I'm good. I need a relationship because, like I said, I'm an aggressive peddler. there's parts of me that I do want to be able to share with someone, that's not just because I feel like when you're out there and you're doing the Tinder thing and you're doing those single, like the one night stands and stuff, you have to put on a different mask. You're fake facing the entire time until you're faking it literally until you make it, and then it's just like you know or then you just don't end up liking the person, and it's just a whole different thing. Like, it's a whole issue. And then I started noticing that, like, I was putting forth a lot more than the person was, and so then I would get in my own head. Like, there's so much, like, this hookup culture is
Pretty
trash.
crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, I just think that these
You said
kids are
what's
doing
trash?
it the wrong way. Huh?
You said what's trash?
The hookup culture.
Also, basically saying the dating scene is not good.
I think it's trash. Like, these kids, yeah, be sexual, be as free as you want to. It's very liberating. But when you find that one person that you can show all of your kinks to, and they don't run away because you're into, I don't know, biting or something, or peeing on someone, like, whatever, it doesn't matter, BDSM, all of those kinks out there. Like, when you find someone that you can actually, like, open up and talk about all your kinks and they're willing to go through with it, like, it's awesome, Like, you don't have to have vanilla sex.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess we can, let
Pretty
that
crazy. What's
switch,
up, pretty crazy?
and we can let that switch into, the next topic, but we can let that switch into the next topic. So, you feel like when you are in a relationship that, I mean, cause I always say, do you feel like anything should go,
I mean,
I mean, in the bedroom, or it all depends on what y'all into.
yeah, I think that if you're both into it, go for it. If you've never done it before, I always say do it once and then see if you like it or not. Do it twice just to make sure. And then after that, go from there. Like, if one of you is into something and the other one of you is not, like, that may cause a problem later on down the line. Like, say your partner likes to pee on people, and you're like, yeah, that's not for
That's
me.
why, yeah,
Yeah, no, it's not gonna.
Later
Yeah, it's
on,
not
they're
gonna
gonna end
work.
up
yeah. I was about to say, yeah, that ain't working.
they're gonna end up finding someone that's gonna let them pee on them. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it goes. Like, there's just certain things like you guys have to make sure that you both like. Do you like to pee on someone? Do you like getting peed on? You know what I mean? Like, that's just the whole thing.
Yeah, hey, Daybreak agree with you. She say it is trash. Too many married people still out here dating.
Are they dating or are they hooking up?
Right.
You know?
Probably a little of both. They date just to get just to hook up.
I was about to say, yeah, it depends on why I was about to say it all depends on why they dating or why they out there.
Oh,
You know what I'm
110%.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, see, people, when they talk about all that stuff, they just basically just automatically assume that they always just go straight to the person that just out here for no reason. Oh, you married? Why you out here? Not knowing what the hell he's dealing with at home. You know what I'm saying? You probably got a physically or mentally abusive husband or wife. I mean, it's just a lot of shit. Now, of course, why? Then they be like, "Why you don't leave? Why you don't leave?" I mean, there's big reasons why they don't leave. But yeah, 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 pretty crazy. She said, "Hot piss, I can't go for that, but love will make you do some strange." Yeah, yeah, nah. And I definitely feel. I mean, I definitely feel that. Because we had some women that was talking about. That they like the. We've had women talk about they want to be able to, I guess eat their man's ass from time to time, be able to use their toys on him in his ass and stuff like that. And, me
Hell
and Butters
no.
like,
Hell
hell
no.
nah.
You're not
I'm see,
demasculating me. You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's why,
No.
No
I
comment.
always say, that's why. All right, no, we're gonna ask you something in a minute. But what's it called? We was telling them that. That's why I always say that anything goes. I do feel like anything goes in the bedroom, but it's all on what y'all into. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, at the end of the day, motherfucker, you don't want to just do the basic ass. Oh, we get in the bed and just have sex. You want to try some shit. What I'm saying, especially if you trying to really thinking about being long term with this person. So I mean, trying shit. But when it comes to shit like that, I'm saying, yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
no,
do
you
that.
could be more creative than try and eat my ass and put a vibrator in it. That's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? You get punched in your face. You know what I'm saying? I don't even hit women. You feel me?
Right,
But shit me.
no comment.
Yeah, you ain't playing with
Go
my
ahead.
you ain't playing with my bum. No. Okay,
Why?
I'm about to say.
Can
Can
I
I
say,
ask you a
I was
question?
about to say go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Have you ever did that to a man? But did you still look at him as the same man when you was done? But I bet you ain't look at himself the same. Okay, yeah. So we on the same, we on the same track, of course. Come on, man. That's like that's the
I
most
mean,
degrading thing that can happen to a man. Come on,
the
bro.
crazy part about the funny part about it is that you got women that will do that to the man, but then will look at him some type of way for him allowing them to do it.
Here's
It's
the
like
thing.
you can't pick and
I
choose.
don't hold it against them. Like, I won't, if we get into an argument, I won't be like, I made you come with my finger up your butt. You know what I mean? Like, don't talk to me like that. Like, I'm not going to talk to a man. I'm not going to bring up a man's, like, his sexual fetishes and stuff, or the things that he likes that are kind of, weird that, like, I embrace the weird. So I'm not going to bring that up into an argument, just like the same way, like, I wouldn't call a dude fat, or I wouldn't be like, or call him ugly or something when we get into an argument. And that's, I think, what is a huge thing about men is that they are afraid that if they say they like something, or if they let their guard down, that a woman will bring that up and abuse it later on. Let's be honest about
Yeah,
that.
but you already got abused when she hit you with that toy. Shit, fuck bringing it up. You already got abused when she hit you with that wonk. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's be serious. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Let's be serious.
No. Sorry, you made my just like go down.
What's that you over there? Is that a hookah stick? What's that?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm saying, what was that? No, I'm just saying, what's that you've been smoking? Is that a hookah stick?
No,
yeah,
that's my vape. But no, you guys made my spit go down the wrong
Victoria, what's up, Victoria?
Oh my god.
What's going on?
Here go a question for me right here. It say, Butter, can your girl smack you on your ass when you walk by? Nah, what you smacking me on my ass for? I don't need to smack
I'm supposed to be smacking your shit.
It's juicy.
Yeah, I'm smacking your ass. I'm smacking your ass. I don't want mine smacked.
I'm gonna bite that shit like an apple.
What do you think about that?
Nah, what I think about it, hell nah. And then guess what?
You washing the dishes. You washing the dishes. She come out.
Man, what? Man, even smacking me on my ass. I'm say, wait a minute. Then if your ass jiggle, you gotta feel less than a man. If she smack you on your cheek, you don't get the jiggling.
All right, but did you know that when you're in missionary, your ass twerks?
No, that's cool because I'm working. I ain't worrying about that. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm working. I ain't worrying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worrying about it then.
I'm so dead.
Yeah, no, I'm supposed to be smacking your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no, I'm smacking the ass. If you're mine, I'm touching all over it. It's mine. You're mine. It's mine.
What? No, my ass is not yours. What's in the front yours? Yeah, you get the elephant trunk. You get the elephant trunk. You don't get the.
So you're telling me you're making out with your girl and she reaches down and she grabs your ass. That's a no for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna feel uncomfortable.
I'm unhappy. I'm saddened. I am depressed.
I'm about to say grab something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be grabbing your ass.
I am depressed. This conversation got depressing.
Hey, Ryan Peterson say, it is culturally kind of did I say that word right, Timo?
No, he said it's culturally kind of. I think he meant to say gay.
Oh, kind of gay, but your prostate is very close to kind of like a male G spot.
It's a P spot.
If a woman does something with it, no, a big problem. No, that's fact. No, you know what? I just found that out when we was on one of the lives the other day that a man G spot is inside his bro hole. I never get that sensation.
Yeah. Yeah. So essentially, because I'm in nursing school, so the prostate is literally right behind like where your semen is pretty much like. Yeah. So when you get in there and you touch it, it's like, or you stimulate it just the same way you would stimulate a G-spot, you ejaculate. And a doctor can accidentally make you ejaculate during, your prostate exam.
Man, here go a pretty crazy talking about I'm smacking ass.
I'm fucking smacking all the ass. I'm smacking the ass. I'm jiggling it. I am biting the shit out of it. I'm gonna lick it. Mm-hmm.
And then talking about, especially when he's
that
on
probably,
top, grab that ass, laughing out.
Hell yeah. You have to.
That's probably the only way. That's probably the only way.
Leverage.
That's probably the only way that y'all could probably get away with it, because you know what I'm saying, you grab, you trying to,
yeah, that's how you
pull them more into you.
Yep. Fucking nails deep. Yep.
Hey, pretty crazy. Where did you hear this from? When a man takes a shit, his thing gets hard.
I'm about to say, I don't know where you heard that from.
Yeah, I don't know who you heard that from. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. I've never heard that.
There you go. Hey, thank you, Daybreak. Daybreak going for the right thing. Daybreak say, I'd rather the front instead of his backside.
That's what I said that. That's what I said. That's what I said. I said, go ahead, grab the front. I said,
she sure is a liberated lady. Let me tell you something. In the last 3 years, I have learned a lot. You can get to it without going into the anus. The areas behind the balls in the anus. Yeah, so pretty much even just like massaging the taint. Just like massaging the taint can help.
Say it again.
Making us as men kind of enthusiastic. Did you mean enthusiastic?
Enthusiastic, yeah, enthusiastic.
Yeah. She said, I'm joking. But I guess about getting hard when you take a shit.
Yeah, but she's still grabbing ass though. Hey man, protect y'all asses, man. Come on, man, protect your cheeks.
Don't. If a girl pays attention to your buttholes, it's not gay.
Yes, it is.
It's a woman. It's a woman. It's a woman.
No.
It's a woman.
Hey, you know, when you spell woman, it's WOMAN, one man. It's still a man at the end of there. No, ain't no way in hell I'm there. No. Come on,
Lord.
Protect your manhood. You know what I'm saying?
No, don't protect it when I'm around.
Hey, fella, then you gonna be the one that she talking to her girlfriends at the table, like, yeah, I had that boy there hollering. I hit his G-spot.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was called. You can't force that shit on them.
No, I mean, like, I'm never gonna force it. I'm never gonna be like, let me do it. No, it's like, if you want me to, I will. But if you don't want me to, then I will respect that boundary.
So would that be an issue?
Will that still
be an issue down the line?
Nah. If he doesn't want me to, then I understand it. But if he wants me to, I'm more than happy to oblige.
Okay, I came around. I think I told the story on this. I came across a woman that wanted to do some shit like that. What's it called? She thought that she could suck me up good, and then and try to sit there. And I'm like, no. I'm like, hell no, we ain't doing that shit.
Timor, talk about Timor. You ain't telling all the story. Tell her what happened, Timor. She sucked you up real good. See, you had your eyes closed. Then she started up that.
No, I ain't have my eyes closed. I ain't have my eyes closed because I'm already because she kept asking. And then I'm saying, come on. I'm like, no. I'm like, what's it called? She wanted the motherfucking, while she was motherfucking sucking me off, sit there and try to slide something in my ass and shit. But I'm like, nah. So of course by me now I'm focused. I'm focused trying to make sure that she don't motherfucking try and sit there and do some slick shit. So then by me being focusing on that, she like, damn, she said you thinking too hard, you getting soft and everything.
Yeah, you went limp.
And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not with that shit. No,
well, yeah, you can't force it. You can't force someone to like it, You can't force it.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. I think, like to get back to the question, does anything go? I think it's to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you're both into it.
Yeah, because you still want to keep your manhood when you leave out of there. You feel me? You want to do your job, but you ain't trying to get done. I'm just speaking for the males. You know what I'm saying? Like I know no men I know want to get done. You know what I'm saying? We want to do the doing, but we ain't trying to get done.
Okay, I have a question. If you go to a woman's, right, and you orgasm, but she doesn't, she fucked you. Right?
I mean,
say it again.
If you get to a woman and you orgasm, but she doesn't, she fucked you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, no, I
You
can agree
agree?
with that because I had some coochie where a broad man came like 3 times and I faked my cum just so I get up out of there.
I mean, I wouldn't. A lot of times, if it gets to the point where I don't come, I ain't really faking it. I'm just, I'm just stopping after a while.
But Timon, would you consider that bad box? I mean, because it couldn't get your horizon to flow. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, probably so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then, what they call it? But that's what I always say about them. What they call it? Because a lot of times too. A lot of times too, when you sit there, that when you sit there and sit, that's why I always talk about the ladies about the masturbating. And I say when you sit there and masturbate too much, that sometimes could desensitize you. So what they call you ain't motherfucking had no box in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker been and the motherfucker been sitting there beating off. By the time you motherfucking get some shit, it might take him time to,
Well, I mean, you're supposed to unload the chamber before you go.
Nah, I like going in fully loaded.
Yeah, I told T-Mo, man, I never went to a basketball game and I ain't warm up. You know what I'm saying? I go, go in the gym, get a couple of layups off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's it called? What's it called? I want my shit to be, I want my shit to be, have, fully loaded. I want that shit to have be extra stiff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
Have all that shit in there.
Yeah, but Timo, that first nut be sporadic. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where that thing might come from. You feel it might be a 2 say.
I mean, usually, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
it's either that's I either get you either get that first one out the way with the head, or if y'all, I mean, if you don't get the first one out the way with the head, then I mean, if y'all been smoking a lot, you probably be good if you've been drinking. If you've been drinking, smoking, you know what I'm saying. By the time yours be it, you be good. You've been drinking, smoking, and you ain't been and you let your shit build up. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good night right there.
Not all the time. If that thing too wet, you can go, oh shit, what the hell? I ain't put my swimming clothes. I ain't put my swimming clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I forgot to put my scuba deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Oh.
Hold on.
Nah, though.
Ryan say,
What?
the females borrow the orgasm from male animals. See, I ain't too scientific. I don't know about all that.
Okay, tell me you've never satisfied a woman without telling me you've never satisfied a woman.
Say it one more time.
What?
I said, tell me you've never satisfied a woman without telling me you've never satisfied a woman.
Oh, you basically responded to that comment.
Yeah, it's like when men are like, oh, I think that the orgasm is just like a made up thing. Like they all fake it, like it's just a made up thing. And I remember like when I read that, I actually asked, the guy that, gives me the orgasms, I was like, you feel me actually come, right? Like you, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I feel everything, especially when you're like, it's like pushing me out. And I'm like, okay, just making sure, because this was ridiculous. Like this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, that, like that the female orgasm is a made up thing. No, it is not. No, it is not.
Yeah, some of them, you can feel them shake. You can feel them tremble. You know it's real.
Yeah, you can feel
Or
that
like
shit
the
just,
clenching, like, or like
that
pushing you
shit.
out.
You can just feel that shit just dripping. Shit, you can just
Yeah,
feel that shit just coming
That
down
don't
your
get the
shit.
drooling like a mouth. You like, whoa, wait a
Yeah,
minute. I know I'm in there. Or make it foam up too more. Make it foam up and then make it evaporate.
Or like it's pushing you out, like because it constricts. So it's pushing you out, and so like you have to fight to stay in there,
Nah, that's definitely facts. That's definitely facts. What's it called? We got any more comments, Butter?
The Q spot say, we will chill. Oh, child. No, it's not made up. Oh, she said it ain't made up, so it's real.
Yeah, nah, what's it called? I mean, that's why I be feeling when I be hearing shit like this. I mean, it just makes me feel like that a when I always say women, I mean dudes ain't really paying attention to their woman or paying attention. Now there's a difference, like you say, it gets old too because now if it's just a situation where you just sleeping around hitting different women, you probably don't give a fuck for real if you're making them come
Mm-hmm.
or if you really getting them all for real versus if it's somebody that y'all really had that connection with. Now what's it called? And even if you do come quick, whatever, you probably still try and get her off in other ways.
Yeah, because if
So I
you just
mean,
Exactly.
fucking around, you fucking around to satisfy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
uh,
You're not really looking to make the other person come or nothing. All you do is try and get your rocks off and go.
Exactly. I mean, and then there's something else that's so beautiful in like learning someone's body. You know what I mean? Because you know what makes them come quickly. You know how to make them achieve that. You know, like their orgasm, whether you can make it earth-shattering or not. And that's by learning someone's body, and that doesn't just happen in one night. That takes time
Yeah.
and a lot of communication.
nah, that's definitely facts. She said, she
Hey,
said, I'm over
daybreak.
here
I'm over
daydreaming.
here daydreaming.
Someone misses it.
Hey, but
Man,
hey, that made me. That's why I was saying, when y'all talking about them one night stands, or them times where you said that you have amazing ass sex and then never have sex again with the person. I'm like, shit. Don't a lot of times you have them bomb ass sex and then you be thinking about that shit the next day, like, damn, I want some more of that.
I mean,
uh-huh.
yeah, but at the same time, like I also understood, I understood the assignment. You know what I mean? Like it's a one-time thing. Like like Tinder isn't known for making relationships.
That's where a lot of people live. Hey, it's funny though. I was just telling somebody, hey, you don't you. That's where you're going wrong, looking for a relationship on these dating apps.
Yeah.
So you feel like that? So you really feel like that's where most of them apps are really for? You don't really feel like you can find no
I
long
mean, like
term situation on there?
9 times out of 10, like I know one person that has actually gotten a um. I personally only care about my orgasm. Semen out, I'm out. Yeah, see, like tell me you've never satisfied. Like he just told us he doesn't care about satisfaction for his partner. So
Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah,
his
the
comments are
reason
relevant.
Yeah, the reason,
Irrelevant.
the reason why I care though, because I want to go back the next time, so
There
I
you
got
go.
to try to make sure I please you in some type of way. You know what I'm saying, to make you even want to invite me back again. You know what I'm saying,
Applause.
and I think that's for most. I think
Applause.
that's for most men though. Most men going to the game trying to win the game. You feel what I'm saying? Because you want to play tomorrow, or you want to play like I mean, you might don't want to play tomorrow, but you want to play again. So we're gonna go in there and try and do the best we can. And
Mm-hmm.
the best you can is to try to appease that woman to make her come, to make her feel comfortable, because you don't want to be a nigga going in there one shot, boom, 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 and you gone. At least if you
Mm-hmm.
get that one shot off before she come, like T-Mo, get that motherfucker back up and go again and make sure she get hers.
Hmm.
Yep.
Also, she shouldn't be, she couldn't be complaining. Oh, when you gonna get back up? You up back? You up yet? I'm
Yeah.
like, man, if you want him back up, get that motherfucker back up. You sitting there asking him when is he getting it back up? You know what I'm saying? Are you ready yet? Are you ready? Well, help him get ready.
I don't know. And Q just said, when a guy has me throbbing whenever I'm just thinking about him, it was more than just a physical connection. And that's absolutely, that's what I said. It's psychological foreplay. You know what I mean? It's thinking about it and
Hmm.
then remember. It's literally like a heroin, a drug withdrawal essentially, because you get that high from that orgasm, and then like you're missing them again. Like you start coming down from it, and you're like, well, shit, I want it again. And sometimes I'm like that, like in the same night, like within like 20 minutes, I'm like, I'm ready to go again. Like, I want to go again, you know?
Oh yeah, what's it called? You say, you okay? At least you're saying 20. You're giving them some time
Yeah.
instead of saying, okay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just finished and like, okay, yeah, I'm trying to go right back. I mean, if you could, you could. She said, other than after she cooked me something I like and wear that dress I bought her. Oh
Nah, they
nah.
were saying just jokes. He said he cared. I about to
Yeah, I
say
was about to
all
say, yeah, if you
yeah,
don't make me come, I'm not doing shit for you. You can go cook
yeah,
your
hey,
own food. You can
yeah. I
order
about to
takeout.
say
Go
yeah. They
fuck yourself.
especially ain't gonna get up and cook you no food after you ain't please them.
I
They
was
gonna
about to
lay
say,
there
You
and
don't
try to
I'm
deserve
see
about
what
to
it.
say right.
see what they can
You do
call
not
next.
deserve it. You do not deserve it. You do not deserve it. Oh my God, like those fucking memes when they're always like, oh, great thing about, dating a single mom or whatever is eat her kids' fruit snacks and stuff. Well, honey, you're gonna have to do the work in order to get
Yeah,
my kids' fruit snacks because they're not just for anybody, you know. Like you got to really put in work here, because yeah, they're not going to be
yeah.
coming over here asking me why there's only one snack in in the box and there's two of you. You know,
No
like you got to
bullshit.
put in the work. You gotta make sure you deserve those fruit snacks and those Capri Suns.
Nah, that's
Oh, he
nah,
said
that's
it's
that.
beer jokes. It's beer jokes. Now Ryan said he was tore up earlier, so he said nah, he don't mean it. They just beer jokes. And he said, in fact, I am the least selfish regarding sex.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, we believe you, Ryan. We believe you.
okay. Man, yeah, you definitely can't be selfish, but that just shows, at the end of the day, you got, like you said, compatibility definitely plays a part.
Hmm.
But but we definitely appreciate you coming on our show tonight. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm
Thank you
saying?
guys so much for having me. I really
Uh,
appreciate
de-
it.
definitely. You know what I'm saying? You definitely was good. It was a good show. What I'm saying? Can you please, you can go ahead and tell the people in the audience, where they can find you at, anything you got coming, and give them any updates.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So once again, hi, my name is Ruby May. I'm the host for the A Slut with Morals podcast. You can find it on any listening platform. You can also find me on any social media platform just by typing in A Slut with Morals into the search engine. And I post memes. I post um, things about men's mental health and just mental health in 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 and just mental health really. And I firmly believe that we can all just do better and be better as humans, and so that's what I'm trying. That's the agenda I'm pushing. Um, I also have a logo that's called Embrace the Weird because I truly believe that if we all just embrace ourselves, then we'll be able to embrace others as well. You know, no more hiding behind fake smiles and fake anything. Like just be yourself. You know, that's my whole agenda here. And so, yeah, if you want to follow me, please go ahead. I do also have a YouTube channel. Once again, a Slut with Morals podcast. So if you want to follow me, thank you so much. If you don't, at least thank you for tuning into today's show. So thank you guys so much for having me on. I really appreciate it, and this was really fun. I hope we get to do it again.
Yeah,
Oh no,
definitely,
definitely,
definitely.
definitely. We always, we be on the gram, so what's it called, we
Yeah.
follow. So what's it called, we can definitely, do some more collabs. Whether it's on here on the gram. We just it's all about putting in this work. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
And anybody that's in the comments, y'all can follow me at off the top underscore media. Me and Butter. I mean, hopefully, Noah will probably be on. Later on, we're gonna do our after party later on tonight on my live. So if y'all want to hear us again, y'all can definitely tune into that. But we're gonna be right back here next Saturday with another episode. Man, yeah. You got anything you
All
Yeah,
want
right.
to say, Butter?
yeah. With that being said, man, we had a tough conversation that might need to end with a hug. Man, it's me, Timo, and Nova Noah, man. It's all love. Man, we thank y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell another friend, and tell somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Share, share, share. Man, we love the energy you had tonight. And man, we hope we
Yeah,
have more
definitely.
more great guests like this to come. And with that being
Yeah,
said,
definitely.
y'all know my favorite slogan. It's all love.